Hello everyone, here is a short video of the difference between the original style Buzz. This one you can see is it's got a 73 plate, we got that early January 24, and the latest ID.Buzz GTX, which this one was registered start of May 26. And I want to show you the differences between these two cars because they are amazing considering the short time between them. Let's get into it. Okay, so the difference between these two cars is quite ridiculous. This style, end of 23, we got it January 24, was top of the range. We didn't add any options to it, it was a cheap lease deal, but I'll show you the stuff that it's got and the stuff that it hasn't got. This GTX in silver, we got in May 26, so just over 2 years, 2 years later, and it is incredible the amount of extra equipment that this car has. So let me show you. We'll start at the back. So obviously the original Buzz was just 5 seats, so you've got a very big boot there, huge, but you can even see they always intended it to be a 7-seater. There is actually a blanking port there for some USB ports that you would have in the 6-seater if you were to get the extra seats in the short wheelbase, which came longer. In the long wheelbase GTX, this is the 7-seater. You can see they've actually got the USB ports in there, and then not only have they got the 7 seats, but you've got some aircon in the very back row as well. These seats go down. These seats go down nice and easily. Just one pull. And do the same again there. And then you can see you've got even more room in the back there. You don't have a load that goes all the way through. Seat belts tuck in nicely in the back. So moving round to the back seats, manual doors in the original style. It's a very warm day today, that's actually stuck. Manual doors, so you've got the very nice orange interior and loads of leg room, as you would see, but just a normal blank roof, no aircon in the back, no opening windows in the back, and you have got USB ports in the doors, but you can see there are 2 blank switches and some very basic speakers in the back there. Do get the tray tables. If we go round to the GTX, it is very different. So you've got, let me put this seat back here. You have got a sunroof, which I'll show you in a minute. You've got aircon in the back, 4-zone, you can control it. You have got an opening rear window with the child locks on, I'll show that from the front. Heated rear seat and Harman Kardon sound system. And this sunroof, which is off at the moment or closed, you can open it and now you can see the house there through the roof. Also, I don't know if you can tell the difference, there is quite a lot more legroom in the back of the admittedly very dark 7-seat GTX. These seats will slide a long way forward. You can actually fit 7 people and 3 full-size cases in there. I did do it with the seats all the way forwards. So moving into the front of the car, hopefully this beeping will stop. And this is where it really gets a lot better. So actually, let me go show you the other car first of all, and then the difference. I'll show you the difference on the upgrades on the GTX. So in this car, you have a pretty small screen. Turn the temperature down in here. It does do CarPlay. It is a bit laggy. So wireless CarPlay, we use it all the time, not having to go into these menus too much, but when you do, They are slow. Don't even know how you find the camera without putting it in reverse. It does have auto parking, but you can see it loading slowly. There are some quick navigation buttons, but really you want to leave it in Apple CarPlay mode all the time, and hopefully it loads in. Most times it does. And one thing that is better on this car is the steering wheel, believe it or not, because the volume buttons on the right hand side for the radio. On the newer Buzz, they're over here where this mode section is, which means you have to use the left hand. You've already got a left hand slider there. Pulled out cup holders and everything there, but you can see no electric door buttons, and just generally feels a bit more plastic in here. I don't know whether they upgraded the interior quality a little bit, but certainly better in the other one. These are not backlit, these sliders. These buttons are different. There's a physical button for hazard lights in the new Buzz. This is a touchscreen, which is a bit flimsy. Okay, so now the differences in the GTS. Let me just shut this door while I go. And it's managed to turn itself off. So the moment you get in, electric memory seats, which is fantastic, and they have the bolster which slides backwards and forwards, and that is a big difference for me. So we came from a Q7 before we got that orange Buzz, and I felt there was not enough under thigh support at all in that orange Buzz. This one, you can see it better on this seat, it sticks right forward. This bit you can adjust. Seats are electric memory. They've also heated, of course. They're heated in both cars. They are also they've got massage functions, so if you go into the seats menu, you can do all sorts of massages and different programs there. So what else has this got? Well, you might be able to see there's a head-up display. Yeah, it's flickering in the camera, but there's a head-up display there. It's got blind spot monitoring there, which is nice. The other car does not have that. Rear opening windows. They are a bit naff because you've got to press that button to get it to the rear, and then the windows open sideways like that. But they are there and they do work. And the kids love those. So this steering wheel is different. You have a nice GTX logo down there. You have a heated steering wheel button there. The other Buzz had a heated steering wheel. It didn't have the button. You had to go into the menus for that. What else does it have? You can see that there's the sliding door controls there. Much bigger screen. It's backlit, and you've got these buttons at the top, which are fantastic. So if you want to turn off the speed warning, it's 2 presses there. I mean, one would be better. You can press a button straight to get straight back to CarPlay. You've got your parking cameras there, so 360-degree camera, which is fantastic. So you can press on these different elements, and it should work. Well, it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Why is that not working? There we go. Right. Okay. Oh, it's because the boot is open, of course. So it won't be letting me do that because I need to shut the boot. But you can see there's a top-down view of the car there. I have got another list of things that it's got. So it's got a Harman Kardon sound system. Somewhere in here there's a bass speaker, but you can see all of these speakers are nice, and you can turn that up to full volume with the bass on, and with some pretty deep trance music or something like that on, and it is absolutely fine. And one of the other things it's got is, if you go in the parking menu again, park assist. Not only has it got please close the boot. Let me go and do that. Let me go and do that. There's a button there to close the boot. And the seat has a easy welcome movement when you get in. Yeah, so if you go on here, you can not only get it to find you a parking space, I never do that, but it has got a park assist when you set it up. Haven't done that yet. You can connect your car to your phone. It's a different app on the phone, and then you can move it backwards and forwards via the app with nobody in it, which is one of the things Kia first introduced, I believe, on some of their electric cars. So all in all, it is just a really, really nice place to be. Huge upgrades, and when you consider that was top of the range, albeit you could add options and we didn't 2.5 years ago. This is the top of the range now. The only option I added was a heat pump, which should help in the winter with range a little bit, but everything else you see, everything you can see, is standard. And to make it better, it's got a longer range, 4-wheel drive, 340 horsepower or thereabouts, and it is very, very fast, particularly away from the lights. Hope this was useful. You've seen the difference between the two. That orange Buzz is going back to the lease company tomorrow, but we're keeping this one. I've decided to buy this one because we like that one so much. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.